Welcome. Happy Wednesday. It is 2/22 of 2023. Magical numbers, 222. What does that mean to you? My name is Becca Briley, SWIHA Success Coach. We are live on multiple streams. I have Jasper Marie waiting to join us today, fellow success coach. And let's see if she can see and hear me. Jasper, are you with us today? Okay, let's see. I'm going to remove Jasper, and I am just going to make sure that everyone can see me and hear me okay, since we're live on StreamYard, and we're going live on multiple pages at once. So SWIHA Facebook page, as well as LinkedIn and our YouTube channel. So we invite you to post comments and ask questions because this is exciting. All right, we got 3 people on Facebook, 2 people on YouTube. Good. Yay, welcome, Laura. Okay, so this is about you. This is about defining, yes, that word called success, because this is different for everyone. Okay, so let's just ground in, take a minute, reset, leave everyone else's stuff outside this space, and just maybe just roll your shoulders up and down and just become mindful of now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Wonderful. Good. And know that this is your time. This is your space. Okay, this is for you. So forget about the to-do list just for 30 minutes. Set an intention for today. Let's be intentional about where we're moving forward. Forward focused. So let's take the first question of what does success mean to you? And I'm going to look at the comments as they come in. Whether you're typing them in on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, I'll be able to see them coming in because we want to honor you. We want to hear you and hold space for you. Okay? That's what success coaches do. That's what coaches do. All right, so take a deep breath in. Maybe close your eyes if that feels safe. And lean into the thought and the vision of success. Good, Laura. Thank you. Happiness and contentment. Beautiful. Anyone else, just go ahead and put it in. Really ground into this word success. Maybe you've been living other people's idea of success. Maybe you've been taught what success means. Now this is the time and space for you to redefine what success means for you. Maybe it's simplicity. Maybe it's having enough to get by. Maybe it's having more than enough to get by. What does that look like and feel like for you? So having that vision in your mind. This can be a place that you visit often. Maybe when you wake up in the morning. Maybe when you take a mindful break at lunch. Maybe every hour on the hour for the next 30 days to really lean into what that feels like and looks like for you. Knowing that we're manifesting in every single moment of our lives, whether we're intentional about it or not. Thoughts are things. Good. Yes, Crystal, thank you. Being patient with oneself. Good. Patience. Maybe that's success. Mastering parts of our humanity that feel like a struggle. So I brought this book today because we've used this a lot in our curriculum, the Prosperity Bible. Wondering if some of you have seen this, read this. Okay, this is a powerful book, and this is where that line comes from, but he didn't invent it. Thoughts are things. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions for today to start off before we explore the 7 steps to success. There's a formula which requires action. Maybe some of us are guilty of falling into non-action. Okay, so we defined what success means to us. Maybe you're still sitting in that space. That's okay. Whenever it comes, type it in. Wonderful. Now, what is your mindset about your success or your current path to success? Serious question. Has it been messy? Right? So we shared that picture of the line that just shoots right up, right? Like a straight line. Is that always the way? Is it always just straight up? For most, no. It's the squiggly line that goes all over the place. You go backward, you fall down, you pick yourself back up, right? Procrastination. Yes, Jennifer, thank you. Crystal, no. Right. It is a process, and it requires consistency. So don't fall into the trap of giving up before you begin. All right, so I love this quote, and I'm going to read this. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Now let's lean into that and get a little vulnerable for a minute. When have you felt temporarily defeated? Maybe you're experiencing this now. Maybe you've experienced this in the past. But it happens to everyone. Every person is guilty of this mistake at one time or another. So maybe you're in that space where you're just like, what? Why isn't it working? Why aren't the clients coming? Why aren't people engaging on my posts? Why? Take a good look, what you're producing, realign with your mission, but stay consistent. Are you comparing yourself to other people? Have you successfully set achievable benchmarks to help you get to where you want to go? Right? So Jasper, I can see you on the back end here. I want to invite you to the stream, but I don't know if you can see me on the back end here. Let me know in the comments if you can see me in here. I can see you. Can you see me? Can you unmute? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Dang it. Technical difficulties. Okay. I'll let you off until you figure out the mic dealio. That's okay. This happens. Realign. No problem. So thinking of a moment where you feel temporarily defeated. I could use this as an example. I was featuring Jasper today. Temporarily defeat. I'm not going to stop. Okay. So we're going to keep moving right along. Now let's lean into this question. Are you self-aware of the thoughts you are telling yourself about your steps to success? Okay, if thoughts are things, what are you telling yourself? Okay, good. Crystal says, change my words, make them more positive. Okay, yes, that's a great thought. And when are we telling ourselves that? What are the negative things that we're telling ourselves? So if we get really curious to lean into what that is, what those words may be, we're going to use the coaching tool to reframe it, and we're actually going to flip it. Flip that statement. Get rid of that untruth. Whatever it is you're telling yourself, flip it. So yes, more positive words. Create that statement. Create that mantra. Okay, Jennifer, good. Feel defeated when I have no-show clients. Okay. This happens to everyone at some point in time, and that's okay. Some people aren't ready to show up and do the work, right? We know that. That's okay. I'm going to make sure I'm getting all the comments on Facebook here. Live chat, overview. Okay, good. It causes me to think that each time I have an appointment. What do you mean by that? It causes me to think each time I have an appointment. So, yes, good. So, Crystal, you said you need to change my words to make them more positive. So, what thoughts are you telling yourself, and how are you going to make it more positive? What are we going to be reinforcing? You're listening to others and believing them. Okay. What happens when we allow all of the noise external from ourselves to take over our thoughts? That's a serious question. What happens? Doubt, all the self-doubt, all the am I worthy for this? Am I supposed to be doing this? Keep leaning into your truths. Why you received the thought, why you received the idea, why you were handed this mission, why you said yes in the first place. And what's your why? Lean back into your why. Why you? Why this path? Why this modality? Remind yourself why. Don't listen to the doubters, the people who don't understand this. That's okay. It's not time for them to. And I know a lot of you know this. Some of your doubters will be the people who come to you down the road for guidance, for you to hold that space. Right? Let them be them. You be you. Okay. So Jennifer, I'm going to just go back real quick to your no-show clients. If people are no-showing often, we can look at, okay, what is my process to make sure that they're going to show up the next day? So say I've set my appointment for Wednesday at noon. Did I check in the day before to make sure they're going to be arriving on time? So basically, what is your follow-up to make sure they're going to be there? Do you have a penalty fee if they cancel or if they're late? These are all things as coaches we have to think of, right? Because your time is valuable. All right, good. All right. Let's see if Jasper's back on. Jasper, can you hear me? Okay, maybe not. That's okay. So now, good. So just lean in to the possibility that you've made up this story about not succeeding. Let's wipe it. Untruth, not true. Do not stop. Do not give up because of doubt, imposter syndrome. Yes, it's common. Fear. Have faith and trust in yourself that you have a mission. Yes, fear, Crystal, yes. Okay. And we can really look into what that fear is, because fear is a big word, right? Is it fear of rejection? Is it fear of not being good enough? So what happens when you feel these feelings? What's the call to action? Do we shut down? Do we stop? Or do we book a session with our coach to go, hey, I have these thoughts coming up. Let me talk about this. Or a friend or an accountability partner. And Jasper, at any time, let me know if you can hear me, okay? So good. Yeah, just getting really honest with ourselves about, okay, this is a temporary feeling. This is how I'm feeling. This is where it's coming from. What is the root emotion? And what can I do about it? Right? So stress is useful if we allow it to be useful. We don't want it to be defeating for us. We can use this as a little, okay, go do something about it. Right? Maybe we're not practicing our trade enough. Maybe as a hypnotherapist, I need to have a goal to have so many clients per month so that I can keep showing myself, yes, I'm qualified. Yes, I can do this. Yes, it's effective for my clients. Maybe it's not for everybody. That's okay. Stay with it. Okay. So I don't want to take too much time today. I'm trying to stay under 30 minutes. But anyone with questions, please come in. Type your questions. I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes. Okay. Good. So there's a 7-step formula that you can use to set and achieve your goals starting right now and for the rest of your life. So if you're ready, and I'd like you to take notes, I would like you to really make this a working coaching session for yourself. Okay? Make this useful. So let's decide what you want. Decide what you want. And I want you to write this down because this is very important. Most people say, I want to be successful. What do you want to be successful with? What does that even mean? We need to make it make sense to us. We need to make it achievable, right? Okay. I'm going to look, Jasper. Okay, I see a blank screen that you're seeing. So go ahead and write that in. Okay, write that down. Type it in. Decide what you want. And for this moment, for this exercise, just make it one thing. We don't have to write a whole list of all of them right now. Just one thing. Decide what you want. Make a decision, because guess what's about to happen? That thought, the energy, the electromagnetic frequency is going to broadcast it out. You're deciding. You're deciding to stick with it right here, right now. You're setting that intention. You're making that subconscious commitment of this is what I'm deciding to do. Name it for yourself. Write it down. Okay, good. Jasper, I'm going to see if I can add you to the stream one more time. Good. Can you hear me, Jasper? I'm going to see if I can add you to the stream one more time. I can hear you. I can hear me. There you are. I hear you. Can you turn off the volume in the background?
So I can't see you or hear you on the screen.
I can see you and hear you. We hear you. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll remove you. That's okay. Another time. All good. Well, you look lovely in your office there. So why don't you do this, Jasper? Type in what you were going to focus on today with us for your big decide what you want to do, because that was awesome. And I want us to use that as a working example. And for anyone else, put that in here. Okay. So I'm going to read Jasper's from today. Jasper was wanting to, her big 10-year goal is to own her own fitness studio. That's big, right? And that's beautiful. And that is a set goal. So this pathway is going to help Jasper reach her goal. So let's write it down as you just did. Write down your goal. Anyone have vision boards? Maybe. Take a picture, post it in the comments. Would love to see it. Put that goal and write it down and post it somewhere where you can see it every day. Maybe it's a screensaver on your phone. Maybe it's on your refrigerator, maybe on your bathroom mirror, but literally look at it every day. Okay. Now, when you decide what you want, like Jasper has done, you're going to set a deadline. Set a deadline for yourself to reach this goal. So Jasper says within 10 years, and I would put a date. I would name a date where this goal will be completed by, or I will have this by this date. Okay, this is big. Now make a list. Of course, this can be a list of everything you want, but make a list of actionable items related to that goal. Maybe it's looking at different studios, finding a realtor who works in that industry, going to different fitness studios to see how they're doing things, how they're running their business. Okay, yes, Jasper. I am working towards that big goal. I'm going to show this. This is the best part about StreamYard. Jasper. Yes, I'm working towards that big goal, starting small right now in gaining nutrition and fitness clients so I can work up to owning a studio to host clients at. Good. So Jasper, have you been to any studios that you enjoy or that you're like, oh, wow, this is great. They have it made. I want to do something like this and do this. Okay, so for all of you, write down actionable steps. But most of all today, write down that big goal. And Jennifer, this is good. Yay, you answered my question. So while y'all are thinking about your goal, I'm just going to share this about clients no showing and how we can handle that as coaches. Usually I require prepayment, but in the last month, I allowed 3 people to book through me instead of my app. All of my policies are in the app and I neglected to tell them about my cancellation policy. Okay. So learned, right? You learned. So no need to feel down about it. We can realign, make sure people know about that policy, right? Okay, good. Yay, Crystal. Okay. Crystal, in the next 7 years, open the Crystal's Healing Center on 2 acres with a view of the ocean. Is that in Puerto Rico? Is that where you are? You're in Puerto Rico, right? So I'm just wondering if you envision it being there. That's lovely. I'm just visiting that in my mind. Beautiful. There's our answer. Yes. Okay, Puerto Rico. Whenever we want to host healing retreats in Puerto Rico, we can reach out to Crystal Vaughn and host it at Crystal's Healing Center with a crystal pool. I love that vision. Okay. Okay, Jasper, here we go. Yes, there is a place in Minnesota that fully represents everything I want in a studio. Wow, very cool. How did you find that is my question. What was your process of finding that? Did you put that intention out into the universe and was like, I need to go visit this place, or I heard about this place? Did you manifest? Did you pray? Like, this is the good stuff where we can really apply our energy to reach our goals. Okay, so I'm going to feature this here. Jasper, right now I'm creating content for my business Instagram. I just purchased equipment for my food photography and recipes, finishing my website and creating a pricing and package plan so I can put my message into the world. Perfect. Okay. So let's use this list as an example. Now what you're going to do, Jasper, is you're going to organize that list. You're going to prioritize that list. Bite-sized, achievable goals, which it sounds like you already have it working, right? But put it in a working order because, and I use a metaphor of a thick book, right? This big book. If I look at this big book and go, I need to read this book, is this book going to get read by me? Maybe in a year. But if I commit to reading 5 pages a night, that's achievable. If I commit to reading 1 chapter a night, That's going to get completed sooner than later. Make it a functional, reasonable goal, and then decide to follow through. Don't quit and stay committed. Okay, Jasper. I found that studio by attending it when I lived out there. Being in that space helped me to realize that what I dreamt of is possible. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you got out there, you stayed curious. And if we don't try, if we don't put ourselves out there, if we don't ask, if we don't have the call to actions to book a session with you, the answer is no. Right? Is everyone comfortable here? Coaches who are on here with me, for people who will rewatch it, are you comfortable asking for business? Are you comfortable saying, come work with me for this? That comes back to the success mindset. Revisit that. Money mindset. What's your relationship with money? Do you feel comfortable receiving? Do you feel worthy? Do you feel good enough? You are. Lean into that knowing. Keep affirming that message. Okay? The next step is to take action. So Jasper, let's see what this says here. I think an order would be to get my website finished. Okay, great. We're prioritizing. So that's step 1. Put that on your calendar by a date. Have a date. Now I want to make it even more actionable. What days per week and what hours of the day, maybe just 1 or 2, are you going to work on your website? Where will you do it? This is what you have to put on your calendar. So let's say Tuesdays and Thursday nights are good for you from 6 to 8 p.m. That's 4 hours a week. You're going to sit down. You're going to tell your friends, your partner, family, this is my time to work on my business. I'm not available. Okay? So that it's achievable. The thought of finishing your website's great. But if you don't set small, achievable goals, the likelihood of it happening is what? Eventually. Okay? So decide, and I'm going to let this be part of the exercise here for everyone. When are you going to do this task here? Okay, the next step. Create content to begin. So there's space in my schedule. Okay, when will this content be created? Are you going to create this in your business window, or is this going to be on Wednesday every week from 5 to 9? I'm just creating content. Or Saturdays, Saturday mornings. It has to be a specific time for you to accomplish it, okay? So space in your schedule. So there's space in my schedule, yes. Create community through social media, yes. And then advertise my services, great. And then take it even a step further. What are going to be your methods to advertise your services? What platforms will you be on? I know you're already on Instagram and Facebook, amazing. Yes. Okay. I have space in my schedule on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. This is when I plan to create and film recipes and finish my website. I will start seeing clients by June. Yay. What day in June? You had to see that coming. What day in June? Okay. And space is good, but name the times. Really name the times and assign it to yourself on your calendar so that when 7 o'clock rolls around on Friday evenings or earlier, you get a notification on your phone that says, bing, it's time to do. Right? And it can tell you exactly what you have to be working on. And you can prioritize it even further. Let's just do the homepage. Let's do the About Me page. Let's do the testimonials page. Let's do my pricing page, services page, blog. I'm going to write 1 blog per week and publish that. June 15th, boom. There it is. She named it. And so it is. Amazing. So this is it right here. This is it. The last call to action is to do something every day that is related to your goal. Do something every day. Even if it's just speaking the mantras for now to get you into that space, to get excited about it. Relight that fire. But do something every day that inspires you to keep going. That's actionable. Maybe you wake up every morning and you do a social post that's a good mix of the content that I've talked about before. Motivational, inspirational, educational, statistics, testimonials, the sale, hard sale, soft sale, humor, reels, posts, videos. But dissect it, make it actionable every day. Awesome. Well, good. Well, I'm sorry, Jasper, that we weren't able to get you on today. We could see you and hear you, but you couldn't see me for some reason. So we'll have to check out what browser you're using. Could be a problem. Technology is fun, isn't it? Jasper, I will continue to exercise and eat healthy so that I may lead by example. I will connect with community through events. I will continue to share my message. Beautiful. Good. And dissect that even further. Plan it out. See what's out there. Maybe one event per weekend to keep getting out there. Keep talking about it. Keep sharing, networking. Word of mouth is still the best form of marketing there is. So stay consistent. Don't give up. The most successful people in the world have failed so many more times than they've succeeded. The difference is they got back up. They didn't quit. They didn't let the doubters win. Keep the noise out. Do not compare yourself. And lean into what success is for you. Know your worth. Push through the fear. Transmute that into faith. And know that Jasper will have a client by June 15th. I know that. She knows that. By knowing that, what are we doing? We're sending those frequencies out into the universe and it will be delivered. That is the manifestation. I don't know if anyone's aware of the lucky girl trend on social media right now, but it is about literally manifesting. It's a trend, you guys. Manifestation in younger girls right now, the lucky girl is manifesting. So by calling ourselves a lucky girl, by embodying that we're lucky, we get what we want, we desire, we need, it's coming. Because when you believe it, you're going to get it. So be mindful of your thoughts, right? Flip those negatives into positives and stay true to you. Awesome. Well, Jasper, we will get you on next time. Thank you all for joining. Leave comments. We do this every Wednesday at noon for 30 minutes. I myself interview graduates and instructors of our amazing programs in the healing arts so that we can see how people are applying the education. You know, that's a big deal. We celebrate all of you and reach out if you'd like to be featured. Yes, thank you so much. All right, you guys, we'll see you out there. Bye.